All right, here we go. Welcome, welcome everybody to our very next live stream Cambly lesson. So before we officially begin, because we have a few people who are probably still trying to sign up, trying to log on to today's class, I'm just going to start with a few little introductions. First, I want to ask if you guys can see me or hear me clearly. And if you can, perhaps you can just send a message in the chat just so that we know that the video is fine and the audio is fine. Yes, fantastic. Thank you. Madivalapa, I hope I said that correctly. Thank you very much. Good. I'm happy to hear it. And Luan Souza, okay, excellent. So those, and you can hear clearly, that's exactly what I want to see and hear. Good, which means we can begin. Hello. All right. So as we wait for some more people to join us, before we start the lesson, I'm going to do a little introduction and I'll introduce myself. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Yuri and I'm from South Africa. And I've lived in many countries around the world, maybe even your country. So why don't you guys post in the chat down below where you're from? I'll see if I can do some shout outs after I've finished my introduction. So having come from South Africa, I have lived in many countries, as I mentioned. I've lived in the Middle East, I've lived in Asia, I've lived in Europe, and now currently I'm back in South Africa. I'll be here for a short while teaching, and then I will go off on my adventures to another amazing exotic destination. So Luan is from Brazil. Como estás, Luan? I can speak a little bit of Portuguese. We have Shoma from Mauritius. Ah, all right, we are neighbors. Yes, we're very close. I've always wanted to go to Mauritius. I hope to visit one day. We have Serena from Japan. Wonderful. And Flavio, mais pessoa, another person from Brazil. Okay, this is wonderful. We have a lot of you amazing people sharing where you're from. And hopefully I can visit your country one day, unless I've been there already. I don't like to go somewhere I've already been to before. Anyways, today we're slipping into summer here in South Africa. It's spring. Well, we're going into spring at this stage. So the weather is finally warming up here. And it makes me very happy because I don't know about you guys, but I love summer. I love the heat. I love being able to swim. I love being able to wear less items of clothing. And I'm excited because the weather is warming up, which is what I love. What about you guys? How is the weather where you are at in the world? Let me know. Oh, so we still have some people from Nigeria. We got Christy from Nigeria, Saya from Myanmar. And how's the weather by you guys? Oh, English Supersonic. I'm from South Africa. I mentioned it earlier. Oh, Shahira, I'm sorry to hear it's raining, unless you like rain, of course. It's also rainy in São Paulo. Oh my goodness, a lot of sun or rain everywhere. And Ibtihal, summer. Okay, great. I'm glad to hear all of you guys are having interesting weather experiences. I hope that the weather improves wherever you are. I hope it's good wherever you are. Anyways, let's get straight to what we're going to be doing today, guys. Today, if you haven't noticed over there, we're going to be exploring some simple tense. So what do you guys think about simple tense? Is this a tense that you struggle with? Is this a tense that you know anything about? Is this a tense you know nothing about? Do you understand it well or not well? What do you guys think about simple tense? Let's see what do you guys know anything about it? If I don't get any responses in the chat, I'm going to guess that you guys don't know anything about it, which means we're going to have to spend a little bit of time today making sure you do. So remember, guys, we're going to spend about let's say 40 minutes to an hour today, making sure you understand simple tense. So try to stay for the full duration of today's lesson to make sure you fully understand it. But of course, if you have to go, it's not a problem because this video is being recorded and it will be saved on the YouTube channel. So if you want to come back and if you want to watch the video so you can catch up on what you missed, that is an option as well. Or if you do watch the whole video and you want to watch it again so you can make sure you really, really understand it, well, you can watch it again because it will be on the Cambly YouTube playlist, which the lovely Leah has actually posted there in the chat. So if you guys want to click on that, it'll take you to the playlist. So later on, if you want to watch the video again, you can. All right. So let's go straight into it. What is simple tense? We're going to begin with that question. So we have simple present, we have simple past, and we have simple future. But the first question I asked, and I will ask again, is what is simple tense? Hello, Narjan. Welcome from Nepal. Does anyone want to comment? Does anyone want to be brave enough to try first and tell me what they think simple tense is? All right. Narjan's interested in coming to South Africa. Narjan, we're going to have to stick to the lesson. So guys, simple tense, I'm going to confirm it for you. So simple tenses help us to describe facts or habitual activities. What does that mean? Well, that means that simple tense helps us to explain things that we do most of the time, things that we do often. Repeated. Repeated means things we do occasionally, things that we do a lot of the time. So simple tense helps us to describe things we do a lot of the time. Factual. Simple tense helps us to describe things that are real, things that are true. That's what factual means. And simple tense also helps us to describe things that are normal, that happen every day. Now, with simple tense, we describe actions, verbs, right? We all should know what a verb is, a doing word. And simple tense helps us to describe actions that we do a lot of the time, that are repeated, actions that are true, things that are factual, that happen, that we know are real, and things that we do normally, all the time. And that is what we use simple tense for, without saying whether it happens continuously, whether it continues to happen, or without saying if it is finished. Simple tense just helps us to describe these things. Actions that we do a lot of the time, that are true, and that we do normally. So this is probably the simplest way for me to describe what simple tense is. Interesting. Simple tense is probably the easiest of the tenses for us to learn. So let's see what you guys have said. Facts such as the sun shines every day. That is a very good point. Ibtihal, that is simple tense. Expressing actions in the past, present, and future. We do that with simple tense. That is true. We're going to go through each of those three options. It's about what's happening now. Well, that is present simple tense, yes. Which, Sueli, we're going to touch on first. We're going to touch on present simple tense. So Sueli already helped us with that one. So let me move this poster and let me bring up the next poster, which is what we're going to do. The first simple tense we're going to do is simple present tense. So who else of you wants to take a guess at what simple present tense is? Let's get some of you guys writing down what you think simple present tense is. All right, I'm going to come back to the chat to see what you guys have said, but first we're going to focus on the structure, okay? Simple present tense has a very basic structure. The first thing we focus on is the subject. We talk about who. or what is doing the action. And then the main verb, that's the action. So who or what is doing what? And then the object. So who is doing what with what? Here's your example. I study business. I would be the subject, that's the person. Study would be the verb, that's what they're doing. And what are they doing it to or with? They're doing it with business. That is the basic structure of simple present tense. I study business. I eat food. I run home. That would be the simplest way to describe simple present tense. And simple present tense is basically what we do now, in this moment. In the present simple sentences, try to use the subject, who you're talking about. It might be I, it might be you. The main verb, describe what the subject is doing, what you are doing, what I am doing, and what you're doing it to or with. Let's see if you guys can give us a few examples. Give it a go. Let's see what you guys can come up with and see if you can successfully demonstrate you understand this. I want you just to try and use I or you, because you'll understand why in a moment. I'm from Pakistan. Okay, that's true. That is a present simple tense sentence. Very good. Anyone else want to try? Well done, Jawad, for trying that. I take vocal classes. Well done, Luan. That is a good example of a present simple tense, because you're saying the subject is I. There you go. Your second word was take, which is your main verb. Okay. And then what is your object? Your object was classes, but you added another word to describe the classes. You described them as vocal classes. So that would be an adjective. You just made a really more in-depth present simple sentence. Well done, Luan. That was really good. Shivani, let's see. You said you play cricket. Well done. Another great example of a present simple sentence. So your subject was you, your main verb was play, and the object was, what do they play? Cricket. You added an extra word, an adverb, every day to make your sentence even more interesting. And we'll get into that in a moment. Hello, Narjan. Welcome. All right. So, guys, this is good. We're doing well. I'm enjoying how well we're doing. I'm going to move on to the next poster. We're going to go into a little bit more information with simple present tense. So we understand the structure. You guys have demonstrated to me that you understand this. The subject, the main verb, and the object. Now here's something interesting. I want to see if you guys can notice this. He studies. Wait a minute. It's not study. All of a sudden, the word study is changed. She eats. It's not just eat. Now it's become eats. It runs. It's not run anymore. Now it's become runs. Why did the verb change? Do you guys think you understand? Do you know why? Okay. This is an interesting point that we have. Well done, Pang. It's plural. Yeah, technically it is plural. So this is what happens when we change the subject. When we use what we call third person singular. When we change the subject from he or you to someone that's not us or not one person, we say he. That changes the verb. All of a sudden, the verb has to change to a plural. All right, just like Pang has said. So how do we know how to change the verb? How do you know how it changes? Well, that's what we're going to cover now quickly. All right, let's do that in a moment. So I'm going to show you guys now quickly how we change the verb when the subject changes to he, she, or it. So here are the rules. These are the rules that are going to help you to understand how you need to change the verb when you're using the third person singular. All right? That means when you use he, she, or it. So if the verb is a normal verb. Most verbs, we just add S. So I eat, but he eats. She eats. I swim, but he swims. He swims home. So if it's most verbs, we just add S. So that's not too complicated. That's not too difficult to understand. All right, well done. Kalapan has said from his side, it's clear. He understands that. Good, I'm glad to hear it. Now, what happens if the verb ends with a vowel? Do we all know what vowels are? Just in case, I'm going to write them down. So vowels are the letters A, E, I, O, and U. Now, let's get back to that. Verbs ending with a vowel, but not ending in the vowel E. Very good. I see you guys are writing down the vowels. Well done. So verbs ending with a vowel, but not E, what do we add? We add ES. So for example, I go, but he goes, because go ends with the vowel O. So if we change the subject to he, she, or it, we add the ES. I do my homework, but she does her homework. We have to add the ES to do when we use the subject he, she, or it. Okay, so that's what happens if the verb we're using ends with a vowel. And there are your vowels. So let's move on to other verbs. Yes, Shahira, third person singulars, plus S or ES. Well done. Now, sometimes we have verbs that end with the letter S, the letter Z, the letter CH, the letter SH, or the letter X. What do we do with those verbs? What we do is we add ES as well. And here are your examples. Match. I match my friends together. She matches my friends together. Wish. I wish I had $1 million. She wishes. So you see what I'm doing? I'm changing the subject. I'm changing the pronoun from I or you to he, she, or it. When we change to he, she, or it, third person singular, that verb has to change. Especially if the verb ends with these letters, we add ES. I've mentioned that already. And the last one, this verb ends with SS, so we also add ES. Let me give a sentence example. Now I kiss my girlfriend. She kisses her boyfriend. All right, so we're going over how the verbs change when we use the third person singular, when we use he, she, or it. All right, Mina, not to worry. You can watch this video again. Mina just said, I wish I had more time. Mina, don't worry about it because this video is being recorded. It'll be saved on the Cambly YouTube channel playlist. So if you want to come back and watch the video again, you can, so you won't miss anything. Don't worry. Okay. All right, so let's continue. We're going to go over other verbs with different endings and how they change. Okay, so here we go. Now, some verbs end in Y. And if the verb ends in Y and a consonant, then it changes to IES. So let me show what that means. So cry is a verb. What's the letter before cry? It's R. Is that a vowel? No, it's not, because vowels are A, E, I, O, and U. So if the verb ends in a Y and the letter before the Y is a consonant, that's what consonants are. Consonants are the letters that are not vowel. Yes, Shahira, well done. Okay, then what you do is you take the Y away and you add IES. That's what you do with these verbs when you're using third person singular. Let me write that down. Third person singular would be he, she, or it. Okay? So when you use the third person singular he, she, or it, and the verb ends with a Y, and the letter before the Y is a consonant, add IES. Okay? So I cry, my friend cry. Oh, hold on. I cry, they cry, we cry, but he cries. She cries. It, the dog, it cries. Same with this one. Fry. I like to fry my food. She likes to, well, she fries her food. Let's try spy. I spy on my friend. He spies on his friend. Okay. So that is what happens with verbs that end in Y and the letter before the Y is a consonant. Okay. Mina, she tries to do it. Exactly. Now, there are other verbs that end in Y as well. So it's important to remember this. This is an important note. If the verb ends with a vowel and a Y, then you keep the original form and you just add S, like we've done here. Okay? So in this verb, the verb pray ends with a Y, but what's the letter before pray? It's not a consonant. You can see it's a vowel. It's A. So because it ends with a vowel, we keep it pray and we just add S. Let me think of a sentence. I pray, but if I use third person singular, he prays. Let's do say. Okay, let me think. I say to my friend. Now, if we change to third person singular, she says. All right, let's see what Shivani said. It flies in the sky at night. Yes, she prays the bill. Okay, Mina, Shivani, love it. I love that you guys are trying. Guys, I want you to try. Put your attempts in the chat. If you get it wrong, that's okay, because that's how you learn. You cannot be afraid to try. You have to try. Let's see. Ibtihal, she tries. Yes, Shivani, she enjoys. Exactly. So you guys are getting it. And again, if you make mistakes, not a problem, guys. That's how you learn. You have to be willing to make mistakes so you can learn and then try again next time. You'll do it better. All right. So guys, those are third person singular. And that is what happens when you use he, she, or it. The verb changes. Now, I want to give you guys a challenge. I want to see if you guys can do this. All right. I've given you guys on this sheet, I've given you some examples of a sentence, a few sentences, where we're using the third person singular. We're using he, we're using it, we're using she. And I've given you the normal verb. I want you guys to type down the new sentence if it's in third person singular. So I kiss, but he, go. Include the subject, guys. Include he, it, and she in your sentences. Include he, it, and she. So don't just write the verb. Yes, there we go. All right. Nina, we've got he kisses. Yes, exactly. Christy, he kisses. Brilliant. Shivani, try to put he there. He prays. All right. Ibtihal said, Hudu says, I like it. Okay, good. All right. So we've got he kisses. Yes. What about watch? Who wants to try that one? Let's try watch. It, yes, he watches or it watches. Brilliant. Oh, I see someone tried cry. So she cries. Brilliant. Christy, you did wishes as well. All right. We got copy, try, doing it. Let's do those ones. Who hasn't done those? Copies. Siobhan, brilliant. It copies. Oh, someone did tries. Yes. Khadija, well done. Tries. It tries. He tries. She tries. And we've got two more here. Do and it. Who wants to do those ones? Come on, guys. We're so close. Does. There you go. Luan, well done. He does. Mina, he does. Excellent. And the last one, it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It eats. Thank you very much for trying, guys. I love that you guys tried. Okay. Oh, and Luana, you just did them all. He kisses, it watches, she wishes, he prays, she cries, it copies, she tries, he does, it eats. Great job, Luana. Fantastic. Thank you, everyone, for trying. This is amazing. I love it. Okay. So we are 25 minutes into our lesson today, and we've just done present simple. So I'm going to skip a little bit ahead because I had some other stuff planned, but I don't think we're going to have enough time to cover it. So we're going to skip ahead and go straight to the next tense, which is past simple. Okay? We're going to go to past simple. It's easy. Yes, Mina gets it. All right. So let's do simple past tense. We've done simple present tense. Everyone has done a great job of showing me how much you understand this. Okay? Now, simple past tense. My first question for you is, what is this? What is simple past tense? When do we use simple past tense? Does anyone want to try and tell me their thoughts on this? When do we use simple past tense? I don't want to say it because I want to give you guys a chance. All right. All right. Who watches TV? Well, Ibtihal, that's present tense, not past tense yet. All right. Actions that are finished. Thank you. All right. Luan from Brazil has done a great job of basically, very simply explaining what simple past tense is. It's things, it's actions that we've done in the past. Shivani, you did the same. Thank you very much. Okay. Simple past tense is what we use to describe actions, things we do, or events, things that have happened, but in the past, things that happened before now. Now, interestingly, this is the tense we use the most in English. We use simple past tense the most in English because we use this tense when we're telling stories, right? So if I'm telling my friend what happened, I use simple past tense. I went to the movies. That's what I'm doing. I'm describing something that happened before now. And we love to tell stories. We love to talk about what we did in the past. That's why simple past tense is the tense we use the most. So when you're practicing your tenses, you might find that you use this the most. I see some of you are coming up with sentences. All right. Mina, you said, I completed my degree last year. Completed is a past tense verb. Well done. Okay. Okay, thanks, Ntobeko. Thank you, Mtembu. Where are you from? That sounds like a very African name. All right. So simple past tense. Let's focus on the structure, guys. How do we structure a sentence when we are using the simple past tense? Well, we start with the subject. We know what subject means now. We've covered that already. The subject is the person we're talking about. He, she, it, I, you, they, we. That would be the subject, okay? We can also use names for the subject. That's important to know too. John, Mary, Shahan, your names. That could be the subject too. It's the person we're talking about, the thing we're talking about. Then we use the past form of the verb. So it's a little bit different to the simple present tense, because simple present tense, the verb stays in the present tense. But with simple past, we have to use the past tense form of the verb. So the simple present would be study, but we're talking about something in the past. So in English, what we do is we change the verb to the past tense. What we do with most verbs is we add ed, like you see in these words, okay? So here we take away the y, because study has a y, and we add ied, okay? She studied, and then we have the object. What did she study? She studied medicine. When did that happen? In the past. How do I know? Because we changed the form of the verb. That's how you'll know if someone is speaking to you about something in the past tense. If the verb's changed to the past tense form of the verb. He played music. Does that mean he's playing it now? No, No, it means he did it already because we're using the past tense form of the verb. They watched a movie. Doesn't mean they're watching it now. Doesn't mean they're going to watch it tomorrow. It means they've already finished because we've changed the past tense of the verb. Okay. Kalipan just mentioned that he met Elon Musk last year. He used the word met. Met is the past tense of meet. That is cool, Kalipan, because I've always wanted to meet Elon Musk. I see all of you guys are writing some great sentences. You're writing great sentences that describe a simple past tense sentence. You're using the past tense verb. Amazing. Mina just said, I had my dinner. Oh, and Tumbeko is from South Africa. Okay, well done. Hey, Tumbeko, so am I. All right, I'm loving your sentences, guys. You're using the past tense verbs. You're showing me you understand this very well. Okay, so now we have to understand one other thing. There's two forms of past tense verbs. We get regular verbs and irregular verbs. Do you guys know what that is? Do you guys know the difference between regular verbs and irregular verbs? Well, if you don't, I'm going to explain it to you now. With regular verbs, all we do in the past tense is we just add ed. That's all. Just like I said there. That's all we do in the beginning. Okay? If it's just a regular verb like jump, I jump, he jumped. So that's what we do to make it a past tense sentence. Play, I played. Watch, she watched. So most of the verbs you're going to find, you probably just add ed. So that makes it easy. That makes it simple. But unfortunately, we have irregular verbs as well. And irregular means different. So with some of our verbs, the verb changes. We don't just add ed. It changes to something very different. For example, I swim, but yesterday I swam. I speak, but yesterday I spoke. I think, but yesterday I thought. Okay, so how do you know if a word is regular or irregular? Well, unfortunately, this is the hard part. When it comes to irregular verbs, you're going to have to just learn it. There's no rules. There are no rules for irregular verbs. They're just different, each one. So you're going to have to find examples of some irregular verbs and how they change and practice it. Practice it so that you can learn it and eventually know it out of your head so you don't have to look it up. Okay. So that's the difference between regular verbs and irregular verbs. I'll cover it one more time. With regular verbs, all you do is you add ed, and that'll make it a past tense sentence, a past simple sentence. And with irregular verbs, the verb changes to something different, something you just have to know. Okay? Yes, Ibtihal. Regular just means add ed. That's right. All right. Nimanta, you gave me a good example of an irregular verb. You said, I spoke English. Yes. Spoke is an irregular verb for the word speak. Very good, Mina. You gave me a good example of another irregular verb. You wrote brought, and brought is an irregular verb for the verb bring. So present simple, I bring my dog to school. Past simple, I brought my dog to school. Okay. Oh, you didn't say brought, you said bought. Sorry. Oh, no, you did say it's a different one. Sorry. So that's another good example. Mina also said buy and bought, which is another good example of an irregular verb. All right, wonderful. I love that you guys are getting this. This is awesome. Okay. So that's all we need to do to make a sentence past simple sentence is we need to change the verb to a past tense form of the verb. Ooh, Ibtihal's done something really high level there. Speak, spoke, spoken. That's got to do with another tense. That's called present perfect. We're not doing that today, but thank you, Ibtihal. You've done a good job of showing you really know your past participles, you know your different verb forms. Well done. Okay. All right, Heidi, you too. Sell, sold, sold. Okay, excellent. Okay, guys. So we have done present simple. We have done past simple. What's left? What's the only one that's left? Simple what tense? Come on, let's see who's going to guess it first. Who's going to write it first? We've done simple present tense. We've done simple past tense. What's left? Future! Exactly. Well done. All right. Kilipan, Shivan, and Karishma. Well done. Simple future tense is the one that's left. So this is an easy one. All right. What do you all think future simple tense is for? When do we use future simple tense? For things that are? When? Things that are happening now? No. Things that happened before now? Mm-mm. I'm waiting for someone to say it. We use future simple tense for things that, yes, in the future, but I'm trying to think of other words to describe it. Things that still have to happen. Things that have not happened yet. Things that will happen after now. That is the future. Okay. I see Karishma is already writing some future simple sentences. Okay. Forecast. Christy, great word. Yes. Forecast means something in the future, something we don't yet know. Great word, Christy. Excellent. Predictions. Sueli, another great word to describe something we don't yet know, something we're guessing might happen in the future. That is where we use simple future tense for things that haven't happened yet, like things that'll happen tomorrow. Okay, so what is the structure? Here you can see it's kind of the same as the structure as the first two. The only difference is we add will. That's it. It's that simple. It's the same as the structure as the ones before. The only difference is we add the word will. We've got the subject, she. We add the word will, she will. We use the normal verb, just like in present tense. She will study, and then we add the object. What will she study? She will study medicine. That is simple present tense. It's literally that simple. It's almost the same as the previous ones, but we add will. Okay? Subject, he. Will, verb, play. What will he play? He will play music. Okay? They is the subject. Add the word will. You always add the word will when you're doing future simple tense. They will. What will they do? They will watch. What's the object? What are they watching? They will watch a movie. Mina, I'll try to improve my English. Brilliant. Love it. I love your future simple tenses. I'll try. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so that is the structure you need to use when you're using future simple tense. Let's see what you guys are coming up with. Shivani, she will drink coffee. Brilliant. After it cold. Okay, we've got to work on that one. Let's see. Karishma, they will learn English. Excellent. Brilliant example of a simple future tense sentence. You guys are doing great. I'm loving that you guys are trying. I love to see trying. Remember, I mentioned this before, that if you try, you learn. Try doesn't mean you have to get it right. Try means that you're trying to see if you can do it right. And that means you might make mistakes. It's the only way to learn. You have to be willing to make mistakes, because when you make a mistake, you realize what you did wrong. And then you try again. You do it better. You do it correctly. Boom, you've just learned. So remember, guys, always try. With me, you can always try. Nimanta, I will go to the library. Exactly. Well done. I'll cook my lunch after this class. Sueli, great sentence. Okay, so guys, that's it. That's simple future tense. We've covered all the tenses. We've covered simple present. We've covered simple past. we've covered simple future. And now it's time for some exercises. Now I'm going to show you guys some sentences. And I want you guys to try and do the following exercises with me. I'd like you to tell me what tense these sentences are. I'm not going to show you yet because I don't want you guys to get too excited, okay? I want you guys to understand what we're going to do before I show you. So I'll explain it again. I'm going to show you some sentences. There are going to be 8 sentences. I want you to write the number of the sentence, and then I want you to write the tense that this sentence is. So you have to write 1, simple future, 2, simple past, whatever it is. Do you guys understand what you have to do for this exercise? Give me a thumbs up if you understand. And then I'm going to bring up the page so we can start. I just want 1 thumbs up to make sure you guys understand what you have to do. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. Here are your 8 sentences. I want you to write the number, and then I want you to write what tense you think that sentence is. Go. Let's see what you guys got. The first sentence is, they will watch a movie. Now, that's a pretty easy one. We just covered that. Will. If you use that will, simple future, excellent. Good job. We've got Shivani and Luan on the ball, super fast. Okay, let's do number 2. Well done, guys. Let's do number 2. I go to the mall after school. Now, this one should give it away, the word go. That verb is a present tense verb. And Shivani got it. Yes, present simple. All right, I love it. You guys are writing the number and you're writing the tense. Brilliant. Keep going. Excellent. Keep going, guys. All right, we're going to move on to, well, I'm going to move on to number 3 so long. They played football at the park. Now the verb has changed. I've added ed. That makes it a regular verb, right? Which makes it past simple. Simple past. Yes, Karishma got it. Sueli got it. Luan, you got it. Excellent. Let's move on to the 4th sentence. He watches his favorite movie every Thursday. All right, what's that? Watches. We had to add the es. Why? Because the verb ended in ch, and we're using a 3rd singular, right? Which means we have to change the verb to es, but that makes it present simple tense. Boom, you guys got it. Excellent. All right, 4 more to go, guys. Question number 5. Number 5 says, I thought your name was James. Thought. I think that comes from the verb think. So I've had to change the verb think to thought. That's an irregular verb, which makes it simple past. Yes, you guys are doing great. I see you guys are writing super fast past. Luan, Karishma, Shivani, Mina, Sueli, you're all getting it right. Well done. Okay, let's move on to number 6. My brother saw a bear an hour ago. Saw. Now let me think about that. Saw is the past tense of see. And it's an irregular verb, so it's got to be, there you go, simple past. Exactly. Well done, guys. You're doing amazingly. We got 2 more to go. Number 7 says, his friend is going to school this year. So the subject is his friend. The verb is going. The object is school. So what could that be? Is going. His friend is going to school. Wait a minute. This sounds like it's present tense, but it's not now. We're not talking about what he's doing now. It's actually talking about what he will do. How do we know? Because it says this year. It's not now. So this was a tricky one. I wanted to see if I could catch you guys out. Okay. This one is actually simple future. Yeah. Well done, guys. All right. I have to throw in some challenging ones to make sure you guys are on the ball. Make sure you guys are paying attention. And I see you guys are getting it now. Well done. Okay. And the final one. It will be sunny tomorrow. The word will should give it away. The word will should tell you what tense it is. So if you're answering, don't forget to include the number so I know which one you're answering for. There we go. Sueli has said it. Future simple, simple future. Great job. How do I know it's simple future? Because of the word will. Remember, if we use the word will, that's how we know we're talking about something that hasn't happened yet, something we want to have happen after now. Very good, Ragile. Simple future. Congratulations. Okay. Excellent. I love your guys' enthusiasm. I love how you guys are giving it a go. You're trying. That's all you need to do is keep trying. All right, I've got another exercise. We're not finished quite yet. But before we move on to the next exercise, I just want to mention and remind you all that if you've missed the beginning of today's class, or if you can't stay for the whole class, don't worry, because this class is being recorded, which means you can go back to the Cambly playlist on YouTube and you can watch this video again. So maybe there were a few things you didn't understand. Maybe you want to watch it again. You can. Our lovely Leah has put the link to the YouTube playlist in the chat. So if you guys check out the chat, you'll be able to click on it and you'll be able to go there directly, and then you'll be able to watch it again or watch a part of the video you didn't see. Okay. You're welcome, Adalton. You're welcome. I love to give great classes and I love to hear that feedback because it means I'm doing something well. Okay, let's move on to the next exercise. All right, so for our next exercise, guys, I'm going to, once again, I'm going to explain to you what I want you to do first before I show you the exercise, because I want to make sure you understand. So once again, I'm going to show you sentences, but this time I want you to change the sentence. So I'm going to point to the sentence we're doing, and I'm going to ask you to change the tense to a different tense, and I want you to type it. Now, don't forget, you need to write the number of the sentence and the new sentence that you've typed. So write the whole sentence out with the change, okay? If you guys understand that, give me a thumbs up so that I understand you understand, okay? I'm putting it up so long. All right, so Ragile, you got it. Okay, Luan, good. I'm getting thumbs up, which means you guys understand the rules. I'll say it one more time quickly. I will start with the sentence. I will ask you to change the tense. You need to type the new sentence in the chat. We'll start with number one. Here we go. Number one, they will watch a movie. Change number one to the past tense. Go. Change number one to the past tense, guys. That means will have to go away. That means watch will have to change. You're going to have to change it to a regular verb. All right, here we go. Siobhan has given me a sentence. They watched the movie. Excellent. Yes. Luan, Karine, Mina, Sueli, you guys are super fast. You obviously have a very good internet. Some people's internet is a little bit slow, so they can't be as quick. And that doesn't mean you guys aren't good. It just means your internet's slow. You're still doing great. Excellent, guys. Don't forget to include the number, okay? So I know which sentence you're doing. You have to include the number, okay? Okay, guys, we're going to move on to the second sentence. The second sentence is, I go to the mall after school. I want you to change it to future tense. Change number two to the future tense. Now, if you remember the lesson, you'll know you have to add a word in there. You have to add a word in there. Who is going to write it first? Okay, don't forget, include the number. number 2, and then write the whole sentence out, include the word to make it future tense. All right, Shivani and Luan, you guys have good internet because you guys are always first. Let's see. I will go to the mall after school. Yes, amazing. Great stuff. Okay, we're going to do one more. We're only going to do one more because we're running out of time. We're spending a lot of time doing this. So we're going to do one more. Okay, you guys are doing great. I'm seeing all your sentences come through and they are all amazing. Great sentences. Okay. So let me pick one more. Let me see which one I want to do. I made some notes here. Okay, yes. I want to try number 7. Okay, we're doing number 7 next. His friend is going to school this year. Remember, this sentence was a future simple sentence. I want you to change it to the past simple. Okay, now remember this. Here's a clue for you. You're going to have to change this as well. You can't say this year. You're going to have to maybe change it to imply it happened before now. Okay. Okay, let's see. Who's going to get it first? Number 7, change it to the past tense for me. Past simple tense. Whew, I'm excited. Excited to see what you guys can do. All right. Luan, Suza, Nimantha, Shivan, you guys said his friend went to school he went to school last year. Yes, I love it. Brilliant. His friend went to school. So we don't say is going. We're going to have to change to the past tense. Past tense of go is went. And that is exactly it. Well done, Adelton. Yes, his friend went. You didn't write the whole sentence out, but I know you wanted to save time. So you just did the first 3 words. It's still correct. Great job. Okay, guys, because we've almost reached an hour, I'm going to take this form away and I'm going to move to our final exercise to make sure you guys have fully grasped this idea, to make sure you guys, whoopsie, I hope I didn't kill my sound. I hit my earphones. Okay, it looks good. Okay, so we're going to do one final exercise. And again, like I did before, I'm going to explain what you have to do first to make sure you understand it. Okay. Yes, I am getting excited. I get excited when you guys are understanding the work. I get excited when you guys show me you know what's happening and you're learning. When you learn, I love it. Okay, so for the next exercise, for the final exercise, this is what you guys have to do. I'm going to show you some sentences. And in my sentences, I've included the present tense form of the verb. I want you guys to change it to the past tense. So you might have to change it to a regular verb. You might have to change it to an irregular verb. You guys know which is which, I hope, if you guys are paying attention. Okay, so let's do number 1. You don't have to write the whole sentences, guys. Just write 1 and the correct verb. So Shivani's already on it. She wrote 1 is went. Yes, she went to the disco alone. We're changing all the verbs to past simple, either regular or irregular. Number 2, we've got some people already doing number 2. Well done. All right, Kalipan, you are first. Well done. All right, number 2, the storm the storm started. Exactly. Well done. Let's move on to number 3. Drop. An apple drop on my head. Now we have to change it to the past tense. So an apple dropped on my head. Yes. All right. This is great. I'm seeing all the answers coming through. Amazing. You guys are getting it. So dropped is a regular verb because we just add ed. Let's do the next one. Jane, get. We can't add ed to get. It's not a regular verb. It's an irregular verb. So it changes to what? That's something you have to practice. You guys are getting it. Yes. Jane got the best score in the English test. All of you are doing a phenomenal job writing the correct answers. Let's move on to number 5. The party begin at 8 o'clock and finish at midnight. So this one has 2 answers, guys. You got to give 2 answers for number 5 because it's got 2 verbs in it. So the party begin, you can't say beginned. That's not right. It's not a regular verb. It's an irregular verb. The party began. Excellent. Well done, Bassnet. I see you included both verbs. Great job. The party began at 8 o'clock and finished at midnight, because finish is a regular verb. You just add ed. All right, we got 3 more to go. We walk along the beach. So that sounds like a regular verb, which means you just have to add ed. So that becomes we walked along the beach. Exactly. See, Kalipan's already on number 7. We haven't got there yet, buddy. All right, take it easy. I know you're excited. All right, we're still on walked. Yes, we walked along the beach. We're doing past simple tense. All right, that means the verb changes. Let's do number 7. Kalipan was first. He wanted to get first for that one. It was swam. It's an irregular verb. Yes. Okay. His friend swam in the sea. Swim becomes swam if it's the past tense. Excellent. You guys are doing so phenomenally well, writing your answers, showing me you understand. So let's do the last one before we finish today. All right. Oh, never mind that one. That must be a mistake. I didn't include the line. So ignore number 8. It's wrong. I made a mistake including that one. We did. That's all you need to do. Whew. Well done. Oh, wow. That was fun. What did you guys think? I really enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed this lesson with you guys today. And I have to say, I loved your enthusiasm. If you guys don't know this, enthusiasm, this word means your energy. I love your energy. You guys are great. And your guys' energy in the chat makes me get so excited. And it makes me enthusiastic. Okay. Well done, guys. You did so, so good. So, guys, I have to say that some of you guys might not know what Cambly is. So let me tell you what Cambly is. Cambly gives you instant access to friendly native English speakers. Cambly is an application or a website where you can register to learn with many, many English teachers like me. And there's so many amazing English teachers you can learn with and learn from. You can take English lessons with them anytime, anywhere. And you can do this right from your phone. If you guys have your phone on you, you can just register for the app. You can be online and you can have your class on your phone with whatever teacher you like, because you can go through all the teachers. You can watch their videos and you can see which teachers you connect with the most, which ones you like, and then you can register with them. You can schedule a class with them. All right. So guys, if this is interesting for you, if you guys want to come on Cambly, if you want to meet teachers like me, don't forget to register with Cambly. And there's a surprise. I'm going to give you guys a really special surprise. For staying on the live stream with me, we're going to give you a discount. Okay. You can get 36% off your subscription. If you register with Cambly, you'll get 36% off. That's a large amount. That can save a lot of money. All you need to do, if you want to get this discount, is you just have to use this code. I've been hiding it the whole time. I'm going to reveal the secret code. Boom. Let me hold it there. That's the secret code, guys. You have to make sure it's all big letters, all uppercase. If you use that code when you register, guess what? You get 36% discount. That's massive, okay? All right, so guys, write that down. If you haven't already, write it down somewhere so you don't forget it, to make sure that when you register for your Cambly subscription, that you get that huge discount. All right, guys, I've really loved connecting with you all. All of those names that I've seen and I've mentioned and I've done call outs for, you guys are amazing. And those that I haven't mentioned, sorry if I didn't mention your name. I'll try to do so next time. You guys are still amazing. Well done. Karine Lima, okay. Thank you. I'm glad you loved it. You guys are great. But we have reached 1 hour. Actually, we've gone over 1 hour. We're already 15 seconds into 1 hour. All right. We like to say in English, time flies when you're having fun. You don't even realize how much the time has gone because you've been having fun. And that's how I felt today. So, Mina, you are most welcome. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. I'm going to end the call, the live stream, rather. I'm going to end the live stream in a moment. But if you guys have any final questions, let's leave the chat for that. Ask me any questions if you want, just for the next minute or two. I'll try to answer them as best I can. Kalipan, yes, I love your energy, Kalipan. Please join us next time, okay? We want to see you on the next class so we can have your amazing energy with us. When will the next class be? Khadija, the next class is going to be on Sunday. If you log on to the Cambly page and you just look for live streams, there should be a link to it. There we go. Our wonderful Leah has included it. It's this Sunday, the 11th of September. Okay. Why don't we offer discount for monthly packages? I'll be honest, I'm not sure. I can't answer that question. It's not an option at this stage. But if you sign up for other options, you might get the discount. Okay, give it a try. See what works. All right, Kalipan, you are a regular student. I'm happy to hear that. I can see that. You're very comfortable answering questions. Okay. There we go. Leah has answered your question, Islam, that you have some specials for monthly packages running throughout the year. So keep a lookout for any of those specials. Okay. Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes peeled. All right, guys. I don't know what else to say. I think I'm done speaking. You know what I need? I need some water. I've been speaking this entire time. I haven't even taken a sip. Yes, I needed that. All right. Bye, Kalipan. Bye, everyone. Till next time, have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll see you again soon, guys. All the best. Goodbye. Ciao.